back, everyone. Let me show you what I got done in the garden. Okay, this is what we're looking at. I would have liked to have gotten more done, but it was a lot. And so all the peppers and eggplants were taken out. All the beans were taken out. I harvested a bunch of tomatoes, green and red. I will show you that. And it kind of got a little late. So celery's still there. I think I might still want to use the chicken manure bedding that's been sitting for a good long time and maybe go in between until Debbie can get here for like the celery. But I didn't get this harvested yet, the red acre cabbage. I left that. That I forgot to rip out, but I still have some of the sticks and some of the cages. So yeah, you can actually walk in here now. So tomorrow's the big rain day. Let me show you what I got. I have some pretty big green ones down here. Let me grab it so you could see. Pretty big ones. It's probably a Kellogg's breakfast. You can make a green salsa. I don't need any salsa verde. Here's some red tomatoes. Some need to be ripened because they're not fully done. And this has a dry leaf on it, but looks pretty good. So a bunch of green, bunch of red, and then in here, Oswald, 2 black beauties, and the whole entire little bucket. Let me show you. Shishitos, jalapenos, cubanellas. I mean, look at this jalapeno. Cubanellas, which, if you know, I like to fry them up. Some red bell, like Big Bertha on the bottom. So not too bad. A little disappointed in myself because I didn't get it all done, but I'm just getting there. I ripped out, oh, I forgot to put the eggplant back in the bucket. My goodness gracious. Okay, Black Beauty, Oswald. I did rip out this zucchini, and that one was missing. I have that to rip out still. I did go through and somewhat rake and pull up any of the weeds. And if I pull that can over, I can start putting it here in between because the bag kind of got full and it's starting to get chilly. We're going down into like the high 40s at night, and I didn't get to my squash. I have butternut squash back here, right there. Buttercup squash. This is some sort of weed. So there may be more in there. If you know, the dogs ran through it. And that's not including any of this, my friends, that need to be cleaned up. And I have to start harvest off of all the green stalks. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I have a lot going on here. And I figured I would at least harvest the food. Now, Miss Debbie has to get over here for the celery. So I wanted to get that bedding in because it's supposed to rain, like I said in my previous video. And yeah. So it's definitely not hot manure. If you're not familiar with chicken manure, you could not use it right away. You have to let it sit and decompose. I'm going to leave the leeks in. So yeah, I could probably just dump some there, put that over there, dump some of the bedding and manure here, and so forth and so on. I was going to leave the marigolds, but I still have to get all the tomato plants ripped out. There are still some green and some cherry green and a little bit of basil, but I kind of just gave up, honestly. So if I miss the rain and I don't get the bedding in here, I could always hose it down with a hose because Miss Jean cleaned up the whole patio and planted mums and grass is cut. Looks wonderful. I still have lots of herbs to keep harvesting. There's horseradish root. There's purple opal basil that I think I'm just going to make 1/2 pint size jar of pesto for me, maybe for the winter. And the reason why I didn't pull out the cabbage is because I don't want to deal with it. Truth, I'm being honest. Like I always am over on this channel. This one definitely can be pulled. You can see it wants to make another one. There's a couple that look like that. But I want to turn this into fermented sauerkraut because this was really good last year. But Miss Jean's a busy bee around here today and I don't want to be in her way. So it just might have to last. Hopefully I don't get a crack on the green one. I might actually pull that out because you can do that with fried onions and noodles and with my mouth recuperating because I just got my stitches out. Might be able to eat that. We'll see. And this is so tiny, so it still has a ways to go. So again, if I miss the rain, I can come back out here. I think Sunday it's supposed to be not too bad. I can start dumping that in here and then I can just take the hose. Let me see. Oh boy, the hose was there. I might have to ask about the hose. Oh, there it is. Because they ran it underneath the deck. I could pull the hose out and soak all the bedding and the manure down, but it would buy me a couple more days to get the rest of this ripped out. So I just wanted to come on and show you what I got done. And that in itself was a lot of work. Still a little bit of weeds. But I need my can to be empty to clean out the coop. And waiting on Miss Debbie for that. Just thought I would leave some marigolds. I already said that. And all these plants are done. And I have to take all the sticks out, cut the twine, and I'll just sit them over there in the corner outside of the garden and then come in and dump the whole thing. Because I could use it and their garden could use it, honestly. So there are a couple red tomatoes back here. Let me show you. So definitely something getting in. There was quite a few that had bites on them, but I gave them to the chickens because it would be like a little nibble or whatever. So they got some tomatoes out of the deal too. Just letting the nasturtium go. If you don't know, nasturtium, the whole plant, flowers, everything are edible. You can eat that. But that's what I got done. And then when it comes to out here, I'm just going to pull the zucchini out, clean these up, and I'm going to dump the black cow in it. That's what I'm going to do. There's an extra bag back there. I'm probably going to put some maybe in my green stalks and in my pots so that they'll do good over the winter. It'll break down some more. And once I get the rest of these herbs clipped out, I'll go in there with some black cow. But I wanted to do a shout out. I forgot to mention this. Comfrey originally came from Pam in California. I planted it all over near my apple trees at Jimmy's and everything. I dug some up, brought some here, because this spot here wasn't the greatest for cucumbers. Put it there, it's in a bad spot. I may have to move it. And then my other one is in the pot. But a great big shout out to my friend Pam at Join Me in the Dirt. Extra bags like this and black cow are going to go into my buckets. Like I said, I will put a little bit. Sorry about the lawnmower. The neighbor's cutting their grass now. But I do want to put a little bit of black cow maybe on each layer of the green, each layer of the green stalks when I go to harvest those. So I'll bring it back. There's peppers over there, all that jazz. And this is what I got out of here, which is not too shabby. I'll carry this up to the deck. I'm going to leave it outside for a little bit, and before the rain, I'll bring it in and I will deal with this tomorrow. Maybe I'll make, I don't need any salsa verde. Maybe I'll do some fresh salsa or like a green salsa, blend it. And then the peppers, I'm going to chop them up except for the cubanella. I'm going to fry them in a frying pan. If you don't know what I do with my eggplants, I mean, I have shown it. I usually just peel them, take the top off, peel it, and then I will cube them with a little bit of lemon juice, and I've been using the wet and dry vac from Laura, and I stick it in the freezer, pull it out, a little S&P, and some olive oil, and then I just pour it on the top of my pasta. So that's what I've been doing. So yeah, not too shabby. Didn't want to not show you what I got done, so I figured this will be the next video. I did do a little video on bush beans and how I do it and what I think of bush beans. So there is that little video. But that's it, my friends. I mean, I could rip out these marigolds, but I'm trying to collect the dead marigolds for seeds to give some to Debbie as well. I got a whole bunch. I put them right here because I got so busy. And I'm probably going to have to grab a baggie and put these in the baggie for her. Still lots of things to harvest. Still St. John's wort. Tiny bit of chamomile. Not really much, but I haven't harvested off it all season. Cherry tomatoes. Sage. Lemon balm. This might be the chocolate mint. I have more mint. I have oregano. Or not oregano. Thyme. That's bee balm. The lemon thyme, another lemon balm, a whole thing of mint, and I have some Thai basil and some purple opal basil outside the fence, if you can see that, which really did really well this year. So I didn't get enough basil, so I looked it up and it says you can. The leaves are supposed to turn green and purple, so I'm gonna make a little thing of pesto. So that's my video today, my friends. Just wanted to give you another video on what I got done. Stay tuned because I need to wrap this garden up. I don't want to leave it a mess for them, even when I go. So just wanted to get it all ripped out, and then I'll give it some amendments, and it should be okay for them next year. So lots of herbs to still do. This mint is going crazy. So. All right, love you, my friends, and what do you think? Leeks, cabbages, maybe could say. Let me double check this one. It's not huge. This one just didn't want to grow. Doesn't feel like it's going to crack. I think I'm going to leave it for the rain tomorrow, and then I will come back in and rip the rest of this all out, because hopefully Miss Debbie is available. Some of this I'm going to take, and I'm just going to chop it up. I think I have celery powder and all that jazz. I could probably make some celery salt. Use my dehydrator and my kosher salt. I might do that because then I'm going to put another thing in the freezer. So that's what it's looking like. And I want to come back out here and follow up on my video. So that was a lot. I love you all, like I previously stated. And yeah, I will catch us on the next video. Bye, friends.